Listen up. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to the podcast participants, and not to any participant's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. You know, for fun. So lighten up and enjoy. Oh, hello, friends. It's your old pal, Sawtooth Frank. How you doing? Welcome to the Soft Serve Podcast. The New Year's Eve Spectacular 2025. I hope you're doing well. I think I've got a fun little show planned for you today. I'm going to be talking a little bit about 2025, not too much. I'm going to go over the artists and albums and songs I listened to the most in 2025. And then, breaking with tradition, I am going to read you my New Year's resolutions. Yes, that's right, I have resolutions this year. And I'm going to share them with you right after the intro music. The Soft Serve Podcast.
You're a loser, a scumbag, lower than scum. You are a absolute zero. Lower than scum. A scumbag.
Absolute zero. Yeah, you're an absolute zero. It's New Year's Eve, and you're lower than scum. You're a scumbag, an absolute zero. Yeah, New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. Yeah. Guess what I don't have as a New Year's resolution? To stop saying you're a scumbag, an absolute zero, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, welcome to the Soft Serve Podcast, my friends. Another absolute zero edition. And what does that mean if you're just tuning in for the first time? That means my co-host, Stomping Jen, is not here. When it's just me all alone, it's an absolute zero edition. And if you want to know why I call it that, you got to go back and listen to the very first absolute zero edition. I don't know. It was about 7 episodes ago I started doing this. Because I'll be honest with you folks, I took almost 2 years off, my dear listeners, from you. And I started to get the itch again. The fire ignited inside of me. I wanted to talk to you some more. So here I am, all by myself without my precious, precious Stomping Jen. But I think she'll be back.
I don't want to be an immortal lobster.
Hang tight. She shall return.
I don't want to be an immortal lobster.
So anyways, on this episode, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about the past year. It's New Year's Eve, after all. This is the New Year's Eve Spectacular. Let's give it one of these. Right? Right? We should celebrate New Year's Eve. Honestly, I don't like New Year's Eve, and I do not like celebrating New Year's Eve, so I'm just going to be really clear with you about that. I will not be partying or celebrating tonight. I will be sitting on the couch, watching TV. That's what I'll be doing on New Year's Eve. All right, what can we say about 2025? Where shall we start? Here's what I'm going to say. 2025 was a fucking shit show. Why was it a shit show? Well, you're not going to be surprised if you're a long-time listener of this podcast. 2025 was a shit show because we inaugurated that Donald Trump as the President of the United States for a second term. And the last 12 months have been a fucking nightmare, if you ask me.
You're not a nice person.
We have the establishment of a police state in the ICE division.
Fake news.
Right? President Trump's thugs running around terrorizing people.
Wrong.
We are back in the daily Donald Trump circus, using politics to harm people that he dislikes and his enemies.
You're not a nice person.
And using politics to help people who kiss his ass and ingratiate themselves to him.
Fake news.
And if you ask me, I don't think that's how we should do politics.
Wrong.
And, honestly, I never forgot how fucking totally exhausting the first Trump presidency was. And this is the thing that I was looking forward to the least about a second Trump term, is the day-to-day uncertainty about what you're going to see when you open up your phone and see what's happening. So, anyways, hasn't been a great year for me on a political front. Now, early in 2025, one of the ways I tried to compensate for what I knew was going to be the horror show that we are now all living through was I stopped listening to podcasts, particularly political podcasts, for about the first half of 2025. So from like January, February, March, April, May, June, July to like July, I barely listened to any podcasts. I sort of took that time to listen to audiobooks, read, listen to a lot of music, which sort of leads me to what I wanted to talk to you about in this New Year's Eve spectacular episode, which was all the music I listened to in 2025, because really this is where I turned to kind of find some peace in the gathering storm that I saw in the second Trump presidency. Right? So I retreated really into reading and music. So, obviously I wasn't doing the podcast at the time. And I think, on the heels of, has it been 3 years since I stopped doing this on a regular basis? I really don't know. Honestly, my dear listeners, I just don't know. But, I was too exhausted mentally, honestly, at the beginning of 2025 to even think about in a serious way of coming back to this. So here I am, and now I'm going to talk to you about the music I listen to. Okay, so a lot of people use different services to keep track of this, right? My family, we subscribe to Apple Music. That's like our primary thing we use. We have the family plan, so we all get access to streaming music on it. So I'm going to go ahead and read you Okay, it shows me the top 15 artists that I listened to in 2025. Okay, so that's what I'm going to go with, the top 15. And I'll try not to drag this out. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. I have 182 total artists that I listened to in 2025. Can you believe that? 182. What does that tell you about me? That I listened to 182 artists. I don't know what the fuck it tells you about me. A less humble person might say, oh, that means I have a wide-ranging taste and I am very eclectic in the types of artists I listen to. We'll see. But I am a humble person. I would never say such a thing to you. My dear listeners, I would never say it. So, without further ado, let's run down my top artists. In the number 15 spot, with a total of 25 minutes listened to, is Miles Davis. Okay? He's a jazz musician, I believe. In the number 14 spot, with a total of 29 minutes listened to, is Lil Wayne. That's Lilwane. Lil Wayne. He's in the number 14 slot. I like Lil Wayne. He's not my favorite rapper. He's okay. I find him a little on the stupid side when it comes to the lyrics. I don't particularly like his lyrics, but he has some interesting beats. All right, in the number 13 spot, and I think there's something off by these minutes it's telling me. I'm going to be honest with you. In the number 13 spot is Ozzy Osbourne, rest in peace. Dear Ozzy, with 35 total minutes. That would be like 7 songs. I don't think this is right. But anyways, in the number 12 spot is somebody, I don't even know who this person is. SZA? I don't even know how to say that. SZA? SZA? Or do you just say SZA? It says I listened to 39 minutes. And the number 11 spot is Raekwon, a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. Sue! If you know, you know. 42 minutes listened to. I listened to Raekwon for 42 minutes. Okay, in the number 10 spot, we have Ghostface Killah, also in the Wu-Tang Clan, with 44 minutes. It's not a lot of minutes, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, in the number 9 spot is the Mars Volta. Stomping Jen had recommended I listen to an album of theirs, so I did. That's the Mars Volta. Okay. And the number 8 spot is the Deftones, with 58 minutes listened to. Stomping Jen dragged me to a concert of theirs over the summer of 2025, which was a very good concert. I say dragged me to in air quotes, because I hate doing anything. I hate thinking about doing anything, but once I get there, I love it. 58 minutes for the Deftones. In the number 7 spot, we have the Wu-Tang Clan. At 98 total minutes I listened to. I don't believe that. I also saw the Wu-Tang Clan over the summer. Excellent concert. One of the loudest concerts I've ever heard in my life, to be honest with you. In the number 6 spot is Black Sabbath. It says I listened to them for 138 minutes. Let's see. In the number 5 spot is Chicka 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 Slim Shady. Eminem. 143 minutes. In the number 4 spot, Peter Gabriel. It says I listened to him for 289 minutes. In the number 3 spot, we have Compton, California's very own Kendrick Lamar at 320 minutes. And there's a song of his that he put out. I don't know if he put it out in 2025, but it's off of his, I think, GNX album. It's called Luther, I think? No, what's that fucking song I like? What happens if I click on this? Uh-oh. No, it's not Luther. It's, let me open this up and look at the GNX album, and I'll tell you what the best song on that album is. I want to mention it because it's so good. Reincarnated. So fucking good. Love that song so much. Okay? That's Kendrick Lamar in the number 3 spot. In the number 2 spot is Roger Waters at 939 minutes. Now, Roger put out an album in 2025 called This Is Not a Drill. It's a concert album from his shows that he did the prior 2 years. And there's a 2-part song on that called The Bar that I highly recommend you go and listen to because it's anti-Trump and it's really good. Okay? So, Roger Waters in the number 2 spot. And in the number 1 spot, this should not come as any surprise, is the one, the only, Taylor Swift. That's right. I'm a Swiftie. 2,317 minutes of listening to Taylor Swift in 2025. Now, my daughter would be absolutely horrified and angry and raging at me right now. My daughter, Space Unicorn, if she heard me saying this to you all. Now, my daughter in recent months has taken the position that there should not be billionaires, which I agree with. And that there are no good billionaires, which I'm not sure about. But because Taylor Swift is a billionaire, my daughter, Space Unicorn, will not listen to her anymore and think she is a bad person. So, there you have it. But I proudly declare Taylor Swift as my number 1. And I think her new album that she put out in 2025, Life of a Showgirl, was excellent. Was really, really good. I love that album. So, and I will keep listening to it into 2026. Okay? So those are my top artists of 2025. How about that? Let's see. Top songs. Well, okay. I'm just going to go from number 10. And these are mostly Taylor Swift songs. So number 10 is a song by Taylor Swift on Midnights called Question. Number 9 top song for 2025 was Midnight Rain, Taylor Swift, also from Midnights. Number 8 and 7, also from Midnights. 8 was Bejeweled. 7 was Karma. Okay, and then in the number 5 and 6 position for top songs that I listened to in 2025, we have Roger Waters, The Bar Part 1 and The Bar Part 2. And then spots 1 through 4 are all Taylor Swift. So number 4 is You're on Your Own, Kid. Number 3 is Sweet Nothing. Number 2 is Snow on the Beach. Number 1, you guessed it, Anti-Hero. Okay? Don't think less of me for being a Swiftie. Okay? Girlfriend writes some great songs, and anyone is allowed to appreciate them and be a fan, including me. Okay? All right, let's look at my top albums. Okay? We're just going to do 10. Let me scroll through here. All right, let's do 15. I'll count down from 15, okay? All right, we have Emmylou Harris with Brand New Dance. I bet that surprised you, huh? You bet you didn't think I would listen to that. And the number 14 slot, we have Roger Waters. Is This the Life We Really Want? Go listen to that album. It is an anti-Trump manifesto. It is awesome. I think he released that in 2017, 2018. Such a good album. I love it. All right, and the number 13 spot for albums is Supreme Clientele 2 by Ghostface Killah. Gotta love Ghostface. And the number 12 spot for albums is Kind of Blue by Miles Davis. Love me some jazz. I love me some Miles Davis. Number 11 spot, and again, rest in peace, Ozzy. No More Tears, Ozzy Osbourne. There's a light in the window and a crack in the sky. No more tears, tears, tears. Sorry about that. And the number 10 spot is Lil Wayne, The Carter 6. The Carter 6. And the number 9 spot is the soundtrack to Eminem's documentary, Stands, by Eminem. And the number 8 spot is The Emperor's New Clothes by Raekwon. Okay. The number 7 album I listened to is the Deftones' new album, Private Music. And the number 6 spot is Black Sabbath, their album 13. That was the last album they did. And the number 5 spot for albums, we have The Life of a Showgirl, Taylor Swift. Go Tay-Tay. Oh, that was the Life of a Showgirl acoustic version. Silly me. And the number 4 spot is Lucro Sucio, Los Ojos del Vacío by the Mars Volta. I don't know what that means. I think it says something about a bear. I think ojo is bear. If we have any Spanish speakers in the audience, please feel free to correct me, okay? And the number 3 spot, we have GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Okay, and I got turned on to this album because of Kendrick's Super Bowl performance last February of 2025. And that Super Bowl performance caused all of the MAGA to lose their fucking minds, and I loved it. Way to go, Kendrick. All right, and the number 2 spot, Life of a Showgirl, Tay-Tay, Taylor Swift. All right, the number 1 album I listened to this year by a long shot is This Is Not a Drill by Roger Waters, his live album, okay? All right. And my top genres, okay? And the number 5 spot, country. The number 4 spot, hip-hop. I really thought hip-hop would be higher, but I guess not. Number 3 spot, alternative. I don't know what the fuck that even means. The number 2 spot, pop. What the hell is pop? And the number 1 spot, rock. Okay? So those were the artists, the songs, and the albums I listened to in 2025. The tops. I don't know what that tells you about me. I think it tells you something. I'd love to hear what you think that says about me. So reach out. Leave me a comment. Drop me a DM. I would love to know. Okay? All right, and this says these milestones. Milestones. Let's look at milestones for 2025. All right, so I've listened to 25,000 minutes of music. That sounds like a lot. 1,000 songs. A total of 250 artists. Yeah, so far. There we have it. Okay? All right, that's the music I've consumed. I'd love to hear about what you listen to, listeners. So reach out and tell me, okay? Please. I would love to know. Okay, so let's get on to my resolutions for 2025. Now, the last couple times we've done New Year's specials on the podcast, I have declared no more resolutions. Well, 2026 is going to be different. I'm making resolutions, okay? I'm going to read them to you in no particular order. All right? I think I have somewhere around 10. That feels like a manageable number. There might be 11 or 12. I don't know exactly. But, all right. Again, no particular order. Here are my New Year's resolutions for 2026. Do less travel. I hate traveling. You know, I'm one of these people who will agree to anything and thinks it sounds fun. And I mostly aspire to being somebody who can travel and have fun and do fun things. But in reality, as soon as I agree to do something, I immediately regret it and I start dreading it. Right? So I want to deprive myself of that journey. And I think the best way to do that is just to commit to doing less travel. Okay? So I'm going to do less travel in 2026. It's over. No more travel. I want to get a trust set up, believe it or not. I'm turning 52 this year. And now, having had several relatives depart the mortal coil, I think it's a good idea that I go ahead and get a trust set up for my kids and other people in my life that I want to make sure are represented in my kind of last wishes. So, Stomping Jen and I will be getting a trust set up this year. Okay, so the other thing I am resolving myself to do is to lose weight without a GLP-1. Look, I'm not proud of this. I think in the last couple of years, 5 years, I've put on about 20 pounds that I would love to shed myself of. Like I said, I'm not proud of this. And I also don't want to take the easy way out. And I'm sorry, if you are taking a GLP-1 medicine, those are those shots that you stick in your leg or your stomach or whatever and help you shed the pounds by making you not hungry or some shit like that. God bless you. Whatever works for you. But I feel I don't want to hack the system. I've done it before. I've lost weight before by using self-control and digging deep, and I think I can do it again. Right now, this isn't just about vanity. It isn't about wanting to have a six-pack or what have you. During my last doctor's appointment, I am again for like the third year in a row, just under the pre-diabetes line. So I'm skirting, flirting, dancing with the devil of diabetes, and I do not fucking want that motherfucker. Okay, I've seen people die from that shit, and I do not want it. So I'm going to try this, really, really resolve myself in 2026 to get a little bit healthier, okay? Now, what makes this difficult is I fucked up my fucking knee. So I need to rehabilitate my knee, and that's going to mean having the self-control to not run. I love running. It's my favorite thing ever. But if I want my knee to heal, I have to resolve to rehabilitate it. So that's going to mean, really taking a look at what's going on with that. So I'm going to do that. Another resolution is to begin doing more weight training. Right? Let's be honest, I'm a flabby mess. I am like a overcooked ravioli. I want to be al dente. When you bite into me, I want there to be a little resistance. Okay? I want there to be a little bit more muscle. Okay, so I'm going to resolve to start weight training. God, I'm reading these and I know I'm going to fail. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. I'm also going to resolve to get off political social media. I'm back on it. I don't like it. It's not healthy for me. I feel bad when I'm on it. It's just all fucking negative crap, and I know that's exactly what the fucking algorithm wants of us. Okay? The fucking algorithms want us sniping at each other, wanting us doom scrolling, want us spiraling. I'm getting off of political social media in 2026. That's it. I got a couple more hours. It's New Year's Eve, so that's going to be the end. All right. Let's see. I'm also resolving to read more. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says, okay? Audiobooks are reading, and if you don't agree with me, fuck you. I don't care. Okay? Audiobooks are reading, and I'm not going to argue with you about it. End of story. All right. I'm resolving to continue to sleep better. Now, in 2025, I made some changes to my sleeping that have improved things. I go to bed earlier. I stop drinking water by 7 p.m., so I'm not up all night urinating. Urinating means peeing, by the way. That's the scientific medical term for peeing, is urinate. And if I drink water after 7, I am up urinating all night. And I put an end to that a few months ago. Mostly because I was starting to have issues with my prostate in 2025. Right? Like a lot of men my age, my prostate has enlarged. And it is not a good situation if I drink water after 7. So my enlarged prostate will result in me having to get up a number of times throughout the evening. So anyways, I'm going to continue to make improvements in my sleep. Okay, in 2026, I want to write more. That's a good thing, right? Now, I have been writing more in 2025. Part of starting to do this podcast again and kind of finding my fire for this again was in writing essays and deciding to record them as podcasts. Well, that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to keep doing that. I don't know if me reading the essays is any good in terms of a podcast, but that's what you're getting. Okay? Well, I'm not reading this, so there might be more free-form stuff, me just talking. And I have a lot of ideas. I'm not out of ideas, believe it or not. The idea well has not gone dry on me. Okay? All right, my second to last resolution is to record another rap song. Well, I can tell you're excited about that. But yep, I'm going to do it in 2026. Now, you heard on the 2025 Christmas Spectacular episode, the very first rap song I ever wrote and recorded, which was What's So Merry About Christmas? And by all accounts, it's become a new Christmas classic, and I think I have it in me to write another classic rap song. So I'm going to take a crack at that in 2026, okay? All right, now, my final resolution. Are you ready? I think you're ready to hear it. My final resolution for 2026 is to get Stomping Jen back on the podcast.
I don't want to be an immortal lobster.
That's the most important resolution. Well, I find I'm finding my feet here without her. I do miss her. I know you miss her.
I don't want to be an immortal lobster.
And so we're going to get her back. We're going to bring her back for 2026, okay? I promise. We'll get her here.
I don't want to be an immortal lobster.
All right. Those are my resolutions. What are your resolutions? I'd love to hear about them. Leave me a comment on Facebook, on Instagram. Tell me what you're resolving to do for 2026. All right? Okay. We're not going to drag this out. Back when I started doing these episodes alone, I promised you I was going to do shorter episodes, no more, at least by myself, 2-hour plus episodes. Nobody wants that, right? If you do want that, let me know. I'll sit here for 2 hours and fucking talk to you. Okay? You tell me. I'm here to please. All right? Okay, folks, look. Wishing you a happy and healthy 2026. I hope that you have a great year. Be on the lookout for new episodes of the Soft Serve podcast with me and Stomping Jen. Okay, they're coming. I think I've got the bug again. I think I'm back. It might be too early, only after 7 episodes to say that, but I do think I'm back. And we'll see how we do in 2026, okay? So you can follow the podcast on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok. Leave us comments there, engage with us. You can send me feedback on Facebook and Instagram through DMs, by leaving comments on my posts. You can email me at softservepodcast@gmail.com. We have a contact form on our website. You can reach us there. Okay? Whatever you want to do. All right? So, as we head out the door, I want to say again, Happy New Year. Hope it's a happy and healthy one. Until I see you again, I say to you all, bye now.
This world of ours, ever growing smaller, must avoid becoming a community of dreadful fear and hate. Those who have freedom will understand also its heavy responsibility. That all who are insensitive to the needs of others will learn charity, and that the sources, scourges of poverty, disease, and ignorance will be made disappear from the earth. And that in the goodness of time, all peoples will come to live together in a peace guaranteed by the binding force of mutual respect and love. I shall never cease to do what little I can to help the world advance along that road.